Away from that, 5 people have in various parts of Kwale County after they were swept by raging floods following the current heavy rains. Kwale County Governor Salim Vuria says the 5 include 3 school-going children. The 2 adults were washed away in Mwaluvamba and Mbuvuni, and the children were washed away in Mwangulu, Kilindini and Dziani. And the governor says provision of water services have also been affected in the area.
Mvua ilianza mchezo hatukuwa tunatarajia. Alafu all of a sudden kakuwa mingi, sasa ndio mpaka ikafurika ikajaa kwa manyumba. Nimeathirika sana, kila kitu changu ni maji, kila kitu electronics zote ni maji, viti maji, kila kitu.
All right, let's speak to our reporter in the Coast Region, Francis Ontoma, for an update. Good afternoon, Francis. It seems the rains continue to wreak havoc in Mombasa.
Yes, indeed, Akisa. Where I'm standing here, I'm at River Kombeni, and already where I'm standing, I can see the clouds already forming, telling signs that in the afternoon or later in the afternoon, the rain could be again falling here. And already the rain is causing wreaking a lot of havoc here in Rabai alone. We are standing just beside the Kombeni Bridge, and this is one of the bridges that has suffered the consequences of the heavy rainfall that has been pounding this area. One side of the bridge, Kombeni, has actually experienced some cracks, and that is why we are seeing vehicles and even road users actually directed to use one section of the bridge, and the other section has been cordoned off in a way to make sure that there is only one passage. And if looking at the situation, should the situation persist, should more rains continue, this particular bridge may actually be rendered impassable, and that is the fear that is gripping residents here. In 2006, this particular bridge was actually swept away, and there were efforts to set it up. Right now, looking at the way things are, perhaps it could be going back to that old situation. And aside from what is happening, you can also see the bulging of River Kombeni. It has quite formed, and it has bulged, making it quite risky to even people who are crossing, who are using or rather crossing here. And it's of course this river feeds into the Indian Ocean, where it is also causing other problems there, because yesterday we were reporting of a river or 2 rivers that were actually changing the course of the ferry, and that is why we had the ferry actually changing course. Therefore, it's a whole huge compounded sort of problem here. The rains continues to wreak havoc. The weatherman still predicting that this is only the beginning, and we expect more to continue, more rains really to come here. Of course, I will take you back to a few days ago. We had religious leaders, both from the Muslims and also Christians, praying for the rains. But looks like they may have prayed, but now it's coming in a double-fold sort of way, and it's causing a lot of problems here. At this particular juncture, we've had issues, especially in Mombasa County, where we've had families actually being rendered homeless. We've had efforts from the county governments trying to evacuate these people, trying to take them to safer places. But structurally, or what we've been, fundamentally what we've been reporting, the problem, especially with the county of Mombasa, has been the question of people putting up structure in water channels. And that is why when the rain falls, it becomes a huge problem, because it has to pass somewhere, and it has to pass through the houses of people. That is why we actually relate to you pictures of Junda, where houses were completely submerged, and that is a situation that has been replicated. We were recording 9 cases of deaths by yesterday, but we've actually been hearing that around this place there could have been more deaths that had occurred. Last night it did not rain, therefore it's fairly dry, but looking at the weather, as I've indicated, the rain could be falling later in the afternoon, Akisa.